what are you doing in preparation other than sitting here and watching the monitor and seeing the
other than
conditions?
just talking some smack with you, Manny, I'm just just been taking it easy today. I went for a nice run. Saw the island last night. It was beautiful, and yeah, just been relaxing. I'm trying to soak up the vibe and getting ready for the next heat with these local guys here really rip. So it's gonna. I've got my work cut out for me.
Okay. Well, you took a little tour, and you know what? A lot of these people, a lot of the crew are taking tours, and here's a beautiful look of just the, this place is right down the road, Manapani.
I've heard
This
so.
place has one of these lava rock formations that just creates an awesome swimming pool right on the water's edge. And I mean, there's everything here for anybody who loves the water, who loves the island life, and it's all here. I mean, this place is absolutely beautiful.
No, it's just incredible. I can't believe I've never come here. Like, South Africa is pretty much a neighbor to this island, and I'll definitely be back here with my family, with my girlfriend, like just to come hang out. And the people are so friendly, so I'm really looking forward to getting back here. And hopefully this trip I get enough time to see the whole island.
Yeah. And when I was going to the waterfalls in these beautiful clear water swimming pools, I kept saying my wife would love this. My wife has to come back. So hopefully next year we can get my wife out here to enjoy. I mean, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm really excited though to go to your ladies' island in Puerto Rico, which is coming up next on the tour.
That is going to be the next stop on the tour, and that's going to be a banger.
That's going to be beautiful.
With the way Reunion's going to go off now, and then it's going to be a great follow-up to that in Puerto Rico, and then we seal the tour off at Fronton at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I think we've got a great lineup to look forward to, including this one. I'm super pumped on this event. I'm happy to be here, and looking forward to the rest of the tour.
All right, so out in the water, this is Dallas Singer up and riding.
Yeah, Dallas Singer up and riding. You can see him stalling in the whitewash, kind of looking for something down the line. Dallas is really a left-hand specialist. He comes up with a nice clean roll to start off his account. And looks like he cut out of that one. So Dallas with a nice opener. Starting off steady.
Yeah.
He's a very precise rider and very, looking for the right word, very technical. And he serves heats very well. So he's definitely a rider to look out for in this event, especially being a left-hand refrag setup.
Oh, he's loving it.
Yeah.
Well, this is heat number 7 of round number 1. Round number 1 of the 3 in the leaderboard rounds. Currently in the water, we have Pierre-Louis Costa in red. In white, Dallas Singer. In yellow, Jeff Desnoes. And in blue, Matt Meyer. Yeah. So right now, first one drawing blood is Dallas Singer within the first 4 minutes of this 25-minute heat. The crowd is starting to gather on the beach. There's actually a bunch of people on the side of this camera view as well. But everybody is coming out Sunday morning, beautiful Sunday morning here on Reunion Island. Dallas Singer drawing first blood with a 4.0. Again, welcome. This is the Nissan Reunion Bodyboard Pro, brought to you by Continental, Manny V, and Jared Houston, giving you the lowdown for this heat number 7.
Yeah, well, that's a decent start for Dallas over there with a 4.0. It's been a fairly low-scoring round today so far. But so in relation to that, that's not a bad score for Dallas to open up with. Knowing Dallas, he's a bit of a perfectionist, and I think he's looking for something more. But still got lots of time left, 20 minutes, 24 seconds. So I think you can be sure to see some pretty crazy stuff going down the scene, especially with the backflip master Pierre-Louis Costa from France. I guess he's looking to solidify his reputation in his Oceanic Territory Island. Jeff Desnoes from Reunion. He rides really well. And Matt Meyer from the USA. I've seen him surf a few times, and he really rips too. So this is a stacked heat, as they all are. And I'm looking forward to seeing it unfold.
Little slow start right now. Only one wave has been caught within the first 5 minutes of this heat. So everybody waiting patiently, waiting for that perfect wave. But if they wait too long, time will run out. Yeah. And we've seen a lot of people get in the situation where they have one okay wave when you're being scored on 2 solid waves and you only have one all right one with less than 5 minutes to go. It's not a good feeling.
No, it's one of the worst feelings, actually. As I've said before, it's a heat takes forever to drag out when you're on the land, but once you're in the water, it feels like it goes by in a flash.
Exactly.
Like, seriously, the fastest 30 minutes of your life. Every time. It never gets any better. Red having a sniff on this one, Pierre-Louis Costa. taking off. He's got a nice line through this. Nice little speed check on the outside. And looking for something down the line. Very nice reverse off that end section. Can he hold on?
He's not going to get scored unless he comes out in front of the whitewash, and he does.
He's out. Yeah, that's a nice technical start of the heat for Pierre. This way is very suited to doing reverse airs and reverse bash off the lip. And as you can see, that's a perfect example of a full rotation completed before he touched back down on the flats.
All right, here's another look at PLC's last wave. PLC currently number 6 on the World Tour rankings, and PLC has his eyes set. We talk about how he just does textbook backflips on, the snap of a finger, but here also showing his skills on the bank reverse.
Yeah, Pierre's got a completely full repertoire. He's one of the most technically advanced riders in the world, and he's only 21, so I think you can expect big things from him in the future, and this year too.
Well, PLC, he's from France, and he has currently a beautiful Portuguese girlfriend named Ruth, and a lot of people say that may have turned him, made a little less focused on the tour, but I beg to differ.
Yeah, I beg to differ as well. I think that Ruth's really got his best interest in heart, and I've never really spent too much time with them together, but from what I've heard and seen, that she really pushes him to achieve what he wants to, and I think that she's a really good woman for him to have in his life. So I reckon that that statement's doesn't really have much validity. I reckon that he's still 100% on track. He knows what he wants, and he's one of the most driven people out there. So he'll get it at whatever cost.
Yeah, I'm on the same page as you. So PLC definitely one of the guys in contention for that world title race, and he needs a good showing here though to make that happen.
Yeah, no, he does. Pretty amazing. I think he's been in contention since he was 16 or something ridiculous like that. So he's one of the most long-standing competitors on tour, and also one of the youngest competitors on tour. So it's quite remarkable. But at the moment, PLC is leading this heat with a 6.0, and Dallas Singer in second with a 4. He's needing a 2.01 to be first, so not much required for Dallas. Jeff Desnoes and Matt Meyer in third and fourth, respectively, and still waiting for something to go their way to open up their accounts. So a bit of a tense wait for those two guys, Jeff and Matt, but that's the nature of the game, and looks like a pretty wild ocean out there, so I guess she'll serve up something pretty soon.
Well, you've been on the tour since day number 1 at the Pipeline Pro. What has been one of the most memorable things that you've been a part of here on the tour?
I think one of the most memorable events for sure was Chile. Chile was pretty epic, just the standard riding and how hard everyone was going, as well as Mexico. I think any event where the waves are big and the guys are really putting everything on the line is pretty amazing to be a part of, just because it really shows what bodyboarding is capable of, and also I reckon it gives you a bit of insight into the personalities of the guys in the sport, where bodyboarding's kind of almost like a punk rock kind of to surfing. And
I like it.
The guys really, most of the time they're doing these things for free, so it's pretty remarkable when you actually go in depth and seeing what they're doing. They're putting their lives on the line for not much reward. So yeah, I've been loving the events that have been a big surf, and other than that, this event is one of the ones I look the most forward to, actually. So if you ask me after the event, I might say this is one of the highlights.
I'm going to ask you after the event.
Yeah, do it.
All right now, 15 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in this heat. Heat number 7, round number 1 of the 3-round leaderboard. Pierre Louis Costa in red, leading the charge with only one wave right now of a 6.0. Dallas Singer, he's the only other rider with a wave at a 4.0. So Jeff Desnoes in yellow and Matt Meyer in blue still waiting for that first wave.
Yeah. Still tense times out there for those guys, for Matt and Jeff. Been in that position many times, and it's not a good place to be. So here's hoping they open their account soon. Here we have Matt Meyer taking off. It's almost like he heard me. He's racing down the line. Oh, that wind's really causing a bit of a problem. Still gets a nice roll out of that. Oh,
I don't know what happened there.
Complete that. I reckon that the wind just blew the lip straight down, and water is always heavier than a body, and it just pushes you straight through.
So the wind is playing a pretty valuable factor right now, a very crucial factor in the wave riding out there.
If it's not changing the wave, it's changing your vision, because there's a lot of water flying around. It's pretty hard to see. So there's a whole bunch of elements that are competing against the riders out there. So it's pretty tough conditions. But at least Matt got on the scoreboard. He opened up for the 1.4.
As he's got a wave, so you know
Yeah.
who's very happy right now is the winner of the last event. Let's talk to Shaggy. Shaggy, where you at, brother?
Thanks, Manny. I'm down here with Winnie, the winner of the last heat. Winnie, you just arrived last night. How do you feel in the water?
I felt a bit sluggish until I got that one good wave, so yeah, I was stoked.
Yeah, backflip, roll, backflip. Pretty good combination. Talk us through that.
It just, I got a couple of average waves, and then that one just sort of came up nicely and it was pretty clean. So I got a roll and then got a flip in the middle and then a roll to end it. So it was like the ARS was like the meat in the sandwich, so to speak.
And we all love sandwiches. So shout out to the wife and kids.
Yeah, hi wife. I hope you're going well, and happy birthday Coco the other day and little Autumn. Love you.
Back to you, Manny.
A little shout out to
to the daughters and all his girls.
Yes, exactly. So we had some action going on during the interview, and it was Matt Meyer and Jeff Desnoes with their first waves, and we saw Jeff just not getting much there, and Matt Meyer not getting much there. Actually, no, I take that back. It was PLC on the right-hander with a big roll.
With a very big roll, very heavy section. That kind of section is very technical to ride. You really have to time it perfectly and project as far as possible out from the lift to get clear of it, because if that comes down on you, it really just drags you straight under, which is pointless because then you don't get scored. So Pierre read that perfectly. He got a good projection and came out of the phone very quickly. And now the only thing that's troubling him is that he's got a pretty big paddle awaiting him. So on the right is much shallower than the left.
So that's one of the disadvantages. If you're going to catch one of these nice forming right-hand waves, you have to deal with a couple things, which are
take the good or the bad. There's this reef is covered in urchins, which is a bit daunting. I'm not a big fan of the things.
I don't think any of you guys are.
So yeah, when the ride at the end is very shallow. As soon as you land, you can pretty much see the rock ledge coming up.
Oh.
So you have to get out of the way very quickly, which also can pose a problem when you're trying to fight your way out of the foam. So yeah, that's one bad thing. And then also on the way back out, because it's so shallow, there's not much water for you to duck dive into. So you might push down, and as soon as you push down, board hits the bottom, you get shot straight out again and rolled over the reef.
Dang.
So it can be pretty challenging, but yeah, I think the risk is worth the reward.
All right, so I'm sure you're going to see more people going right because it's a nice wave, and you got a little oncoming section for a big maneuver. Yeah. But most of the guys are going to be going left for obvious reasons.
Yeah, well, the lefts are longer and offer more of a ride. Maybe Pierre's last wave came in at 6.5. That's brought his total up to 12.5, which has given him a pretty commanding lead.
Very commanding.
Dallas Singer in second needs an 8.5 to advance to second, which is a pretty big score to get in these conditions. We haven't seen many 8.5s go down today. Matt Meyer and Jeff Desnoes are in combo land. They're both needing a combination of scores to get to first and second.
So these two guys, with 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes remaining, how fast are those 10 minutes going to disappear?
I don't know, like at the blink of an eye. It's just really it's even frustrating just watching and just knowing how those guys are feeling right now. They're just like, especially Jeff, I guess he's looking to, it's his first contest in 4 years apparently, and I guess he wants to just surf well in front of his home crowd and just enjoy himself. And Matt Meyer traveled all the way from the USA. So it will be very disappointing for both these guys. Oh, Dallas Singer with a nice floating input off the end section. You couldn't
nice.
Really
Can he pull
see
it off?
He held on to that.
Will that count as a completed maneuver? He landed, he bounced out in front. Let's take another look.
Replay. Okay, nice projection of the lift. Not much tweak, but clean projection. Bounce and I don't know, man. It's very touch and go. I personally don't think it will be counted as land, but things can go either way with that kind of call.
Well,
so
Dallas Singer
got a very nervous wait.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's still okay. He's got a 4.0 for that first wave, and this wave that we just saw may, not be giant. Whoa, nah. So they didn't score as a complete.
Didn't score as complete, and so now Dallas is actually in a very dangerous situation with only 9 minutes 30 seconds remaining, because both Jeff Desnoes and Matt Meyer only need very small scores to go second to overtake Dallas. And if Dallas wants to advance through the leaderboard stage, he's really looking to get his 4 points, or even better that with the 6 points, which is looking like a mean feat at the moment. So if anyone in this heat is feeling the pressure now, I think it's Dallas Singer.
PLC's looking good though. He
PLC's
can breathe.
smiling, but
Can't let his guard down.
first is just as dangerous as second for many different reasons. First, I think the feeling of winning is great, so everyone wants to come first. So that's what everyone's pushing for. So if you're out in front, you're kind of the man to beat.
Oh.
So it's there's not really any good place to be in heat, or anywhere it's better than fourth, but but you can't count Matt Meyer or Jeff Desnoes out yet. They've still got time, and they're both very capable riders.
Whoa, look at Seamus Makem, our videographer, making his way down to the water's edge.
Poor Shane had a bit of a bad experience this morning. He got sucked over the falls on the jet ski.
What? He was just talking about how great the jet ski driver was. I wonder if it was the same one.
Yeah. He said the jet ski driver was good, but apparently they just missed that wave, and he got sucked straight over the falls, and the jet ski's not on the rocks. So
oh, no.
It's a bit of a bummer for Shamo, but he seems all right, and he's one of the most committed guys on the team, so he's straight back out there.
Epic. All right. So, hey, where did you go? There you are.
Yeah,
so PLC right now with a nice commanding lead, a 6.0 and a 6.5 on his scorecard. So 12.5 total combined score for him right now, and he is holding steady at first place. In second, Dallas Singer. He's only at a 4.0 as his highest scoring wave. He does need an 8.5 to get into that first place spot. Jeff Desnoes from Reunion Island and Matt Meyer in Combo Land. They both have very low score first waves, but 7 minutes and 30 seconds, anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Not over till it's over, as Jeff Howard proved in the final of the 2011 Pipeline Pro earlier this year.
Exactly.
He was in combo until the last 5 minutes, and then he came right out from underneath our noses and stole the win.
Probably one of the
scores. So
one of the greatest comebacks in bodyboarding history,
if
for
not the
sure.
greatest, I've never experienced something like that, and that really proved to me that it's possible. I never actually thought that was possible before I saw that.
Yeah, unbelievable.
So, yeah.
So anything's possible up until that last horn has rung to end your heat. So none of these guys should put their guard down in any part of the competition or in the heat. So
especially not Dallas. I think we can't really see who has priority, but if Dallas has got priority, if you're holding on to that pretty strongly, looking for the highest scoring potential wave. And I think in this situation, priority really can be a make or break situation. So I think Dallas is really, really concentrating right now.
Talk to us about board design, board shapes, board materials that people are opting for in these conditions, these here in the Reunion Island.
Well, I think Reunion Island has a reputation for being a warm, fun place. And in these kind of waves, I would be looking at riding a PP board. It generally offers more stiffness.
PP?
Polypropylene core, and it just offers more speed. It's more durable. In the warmer water, the boards tend to flex more. So, and PV also offers you a lot more speed. Oh, here we have Matt Meyer at the back, so you can see how he's coming around the section. I bet he's running a PP, and that wave just fading out on him. It looks like it's really hard to pick them out there now to win.
So polypropylene board, a choice for riding in warmer waters.
Yeah.
Would you ride a polypropylene board in colder waters?
Dallas having a little look at this one. Doesn't really look something worthwhile. Still, that will up his score. It will increase his lead. It will increase his second place over Jeff and Matt. So he's happy with that one, and now he needs to get back out there and get a good score. But back to the boards. I definitely think that you can ride a PP in colder water. It just all depends on what you like. Most people find a PE easier to control. Polyethylene. Easier to control in bigger waves because it offers more flex, and it's very very responsive. Like a PP will be very stiff. It's very hard to get your elbows in there and make the board flex, whereas a PE just flexes so nicely to the bottom turn, and it's very easy to control in big waves.
So talk to us about stringers and using them with PP or PE cores.
Yeah, well, with a PE tends to be heavier, so as much as you want to make it stronger, you have to be wary of how many stringers you actually put in. I haven't ridden anything more than 2 stringers in PE before because it makes the board very heavy.
Okay.
And in PP, what I'm currently actually riding is a 3-stringer system. which makes the board incredibly stiff down the bottom. The 2 stringers end just below the elbows, and you've got 1 stringer that goes the full length of the board. So what this does, it gives you a lot of drive from the bottom, where you begin your bottom turn. Bottom turn really comes off the channel and up into the bottom turn onto your elbows. Once on your elbows, the flex really starts there, where the other 2 stringers end. So you've got a nice amount of flex on your elbows to really maneuver around the wave phase. So for me and a few of the other guys that are riding that too, we found that to be a very functional string assistant to use.
Well, we're going to try to get that all dialed into a nice piece to talk about bodyboards and the actual designs that go into it. So we'll talk to the production crew to try to get that nailed in, and love to have you actually explain that with a board in hand, and maybe cut a board in half to show how it all works.
Yeah, so it's pretty hard to explain, but once you get into it, it's actually very useful to know those things.
Okay, we'll get that dialed in. Right now, heat number 7, round number 1 in the water with 3 minutes remaining. PLC leading the charge in the red jersey. Oh, just dunking under that one. Jeff Desnoes from the Reunion Island in the yellow jersey. Dallas Singer in second, and Matt Meyer in fourth. So Matt Meyer, not much there for him. I mean, his high-scoring wave is a 1.4, so he needs to come back and wake up. He has to realize he's in a contest.
Yeah, no, he does. But with saying that, it's just so hard in the kind of situation, because the waves just don't come to you. They just don't come to you.
It's easy for us to talk smack up here in the competitors' or commentators' booth, because we're not out there. What we see on the monitor is all we see. So, I'm with you there. If the wave is not coming to you, if you don't have priority, if the guy in priority doesn't give it to you, you're screwed.
But with that being said, everyone's out there in the same conditions, so it's really you really just have to get amongst it and just make it happen for yourself sometimes.
Yeah. Which is hard to do when you got everybody else at that level trying to do the same.
Yeah, surfing's an extremely fickle thing like that.
So
surfing and bodyboarding.
2 minutes remaining in this heat. Heat number 7 in round number 1 in the 3-round leaderboard rounds. So that's it. Coming to you live from Reunion Island for the Nissan Reunion Bodyboard Pro, brought to you by Continental. Manny V with Jared Houston giving you the live report here in beautiful, sunny Reunion Island. Les Arches.
Les Arches, yeah.
Is the name of the break here where the competitors are throwing it on the line. So the reef, lava, you got kingfish. I think they're called kingfish, the ones with the spines.
Stonefish, I think.
Stonefish. I mean, you got everything out there to be aware of. Yeah, urchins for sure, basketball-sized urchins.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the danger's there, but a lot of these guys don't even worry about that. They're all worried about getting those high-scoring waves, big moves, and that's what it's coming down to.
Everyone just wants to win.
Yeah.
No one's scared out yet. Everyone's just going for it. Everyone's hungry. It's coming into the final stage of the tour now, so this is where the pressure's really on, especially for the guys out front like Jeff. I think he's really feeling it coming into this event, so it's going to be really interesting to see how everything unfolds out. I think this is when the underdog's going to start rising. The guys that don't have pressure and they just surf freely, like guys like Dave Winchester, are really dangerous when the pressure's off. So it's going to be a very interesting contest.
Yeah, I think I'm excited. All our viewers, you guys should be excited too, because these guys, once they get into a rhythm, it's like there's no mercy. The lip is going to be taken full advantage of for big moves, such as the big backflips from the backflip masters like yourself, PLC, big air roll spins.
PLC, here he goes.
Here we go.
Let's see
PLC
if he bangs on a backflip for us. And sick!
Nice. Textbook air reverse spin right there.
I think that might be one of the biggest scores so far of the day. That was textbook, exactly like you say. Great projection and height. As you see him again, he's drawing a nice clean line from the takeoff. See how he's focused on that section. And
that was right under the horn.
Connects it perfectly. Actually hit it a little bit late, which is actually good in these conditions because of the wind, you tend to get blown off the back. But by timing a little bit late, he actually got projected into the flats, which is great technical riding from PLC.
So PLC finishing that heat off with a solid air reverse spin, and there he is coming in, making his way in. And making our way out right now is myself and Jared Houston. Coming into the hot seats is Terry McKenna and Greg Taylor. They're going to give us a break. They're going to come in, finish off round number 1, and get us going into round number 2.
Cool.
So you guys stay tuned. We got Terry McKenna and Greg Taylor stepping in.
Perfect. Cheers.
Pierre-Louis Coste, winner of last heat. Congratulations, Pierre. Took you a bit of time to get back up here, hey? You got a big fan base down here.
Thanks, Shaggy. Yeah, I'm super happy to win my heat, of course. And yeah, it's great to have a comp in France. I gotta say, like, okay, it's Réunion, but Réunion is a part of France, and there's a lot of French fans, and I feel like a little bit at home, you know. And yeah, I'm just happy to see a comp here in Réunion. Just this.
You got a 8.9 for your backflip. Talk us through that backflip you did. Hey, pretty big move.
Yeah, I didn't do any backflip, but it was an air reverse.
Oh, sorry, air reverse. My bad.
Thank you. And yeah, was last second. Dallas needed a 5 point, had priority. I went on that wave anyway. Even if it was an average wave, I would have gone. And it ended up being one of the best wave of the hit, maybe one of the best of the comp. It was just a perfect wedge, and yeah, I just hit it perfectly. Did a reverse, landed soft. So yeah, it was just a perfect wedge. I wish all the waves I go would be like this in the comp.
I think we all do. And any shout-outs to your girlfriend back in Portugal?
Yeah. Well, if she's awake at 7:30 a.m. in Portugal, just I want to send her a kiss. And yeah, I hope I do good in the comp.
Yeah, well, congratulations, and go relax in the hot tub if you want. Back to you, Manny.